Give me a minute here. I'm gonna go into YouTube. I'm just gonna like double check, I guess. All right, let's go see what this is.
Okay. So in theory, we are live. In theory. It says everything's good. I mean, you can play it to see if it like for real works. So once we figure that out, then this...
What? It doesn't say anything.
It should. I'm just gonna check. Oh man, I didn't... Hold on. I know what happened. I just need to go into the browser. I just forgot to make it live. That's it. Or like public. I can't fix that right now. Public. So done. No thumbnail because I have to make one. Now you should be able to see it. And now you should be able to see it. Look at that. It worked. Wait, say something?
No, I don't see it. Oh, hey. Oh, what up? Oh, hey.
Perfect. So that means it works.
What's good, bro? What's good, y'all?
You're talking to yourself now.
Perfect. So that means it works. Maybe. There's a possibility.
It's on a delay too, so you're in...
Alright, I think we got it all good.
Perfect. See, look at that.
Great.
I don't know if anyone actually joined. Doesn't matter because we're doing it. Just give me 1 second, and then we will start. I'll play the intro actually. Hold on. We're all gonna be very quiet while I play the intro.
Comics are stupid.
Potter movie is good.
And we're like, give me the Snyder Cut.
Oh, sorry. Just walk in front of you here. Gonna put my popcorn down. Oh, sorry. Gotta put this here.
Universal needs to sue Sony.
Hey, I'm an idiot. I was fired from Fox. Let me go.
I'd like actually to see Venom just crush Spider-Man.
Okay. First of all, can you turn off the thing so it doesn't?
Yeah, I got it off. But
Okay.
It's my first time ever seeing it like that, so I'm kind of like interested in that.
Yeah. So yeah, we're here and we're talking about this thing.
We're live. How y'all doing, folks? What's going on? We got a few things to talk about today, actually, and we got something to talk about that left us in shock yesterday.
Okay, so we're gonna go in order. We're not gonna talk about that quite yet. I had to put
Yeah.
it on the backup recorder just in case. When we talk about for real spoilers, we'll let people know. I don't have my spoiler thing up, but like the intro spoilers. But
We're gonna do non-spoiler first.
well, hold on.
Just
First, we're talking about the Marvel lawsuit. Then we'll talk about Venom.
All right.
Gotta
For
put in
Venom-
like some filler topic here.
For Venom, we're gonna do non-spoiler first, and then we're gonna transition into spoiler.
Yeah, that.
All right.
Okay, so
Marvel lawsuit. What's going on there?
the Scarlett Johansson lawsuit was settled just
Oh, okay.
yesterday, and
What did they say?
they settled it. I think she's getting like 40 million or something.
Oh, congrats.
Disney realized they were wrong. Let me just check what the number was. Yes, 40 million. And they realized they're wrong. They realized they don't want this to go to court because it's going to end badly for them. And they said, okay, cool. we're just not gonna fight you anymore, and we are going to set. We forgot to do the introductions. To introduce ourselves. See, we always forget to do this. I don't know why. Okay, so I'll get back to that in a second, but I'm one of your co-hosts, Cull, and you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd, all that stuff at Cull_Deadpool. And I'm joined as always by the other co-host.
You're joined by Redneck, Alon today. The regular Alon, he done gone somewhere else. No, I'm just playing. It's Alon. You can find our social medias at comicboys_.
And you still don't exist on social media, so that's kind of.
I still don't exist on social media. That's true.
But yeah, you can find our
social media. What's that?
But yes, you can find our social media. They're all at the bottom too, and you can do the like, subscribe stuff. Anyways, back to what we were saying before. Now they've got the introductions out of the way.
Okay.
What was I saying before?
Marvel lawsuit.
Right, settled, good. She says Scarlett Johansson said she's happy to be working with Disney again, which means, they're gonna do stuff together. It's not like the end of that, which is good.
Yeah, good news.
But yeah, that's basically it. In terms of that, at least.
Right.
Now that we're done that, the movie one I'll talk about, Venom.
Yeah. Venom Let There Be Carnage is like an installation of the Venom franchise.
Yes.
So yeah, you and me last night, yesterday, we went to go see Venom.
Let There Be Carnage. Yes.
So just like as a general, what did you think of the movie? Just like a general overview. What was your opinion of it?
It was funny. It was good. They really and there's no spoilers right now, so you don't have to worry about that. But it was just they really dived into that buddy cop feel of it. With Venom and Eddie, I guess, right? You really kind of felt that they really did take in that kind of buddy cop action movie kind of feel, and didn't try to be so serious and stuff like the first one. The first one tried to be serious, but it wasn't. This one just didn't try to be serious. They knew what it was, which is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think overall, yeah, it's pretty good. And yeah, sorry, but yeah, it was good. Okay, so you go for now. Sorry, I just gotta fix something.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed the movie. It was a lot of fun. Seeing Carnage on the big screen, and like you said, it was a fun movie. I like Venom a lot, and Woody Harrelson playing Cletus Cassidy. The final battling scene in that cathedral was actually really well done. I like the soundtrack. The soundtrack of it was really good. The rock music kind of sounding heavy metal soundtrack for a movie. Yeah, it was actually really good. Overall, it was much better than the first, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and okay, there you go.
Particularly because Andy Serkis was directing this movie,
and
I think it made it a lot better.
Yeah. And I completely agree with that. I think it was so much better, mainly because, again, Andy Serkis, like you said, was directing it. And that's always amazing. But, yeah, it was good. And so let's rate it out of 10.
I would actually give this movie a really solid 8 out of 10 overall. Very, very good movie. That's my rating.
8 out of 10?
8 out of 10, yeah.
I'd probably have to go for more 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10, all right. What led you to the 7 out of 10?
I don't know. It was as good as it was. I just think there were some glaring Carnage issues, which we kind of talked about before. But we'll actually talk about in depth, I guess, now. But yeah, I think there's some glaring Carnage issues. But overall, it was good.
Yeah.
It was much better than the first one.
A lot better. A big improvement. It's going to be a rare case of a better sequel.
Yeah.
I mean, there have been some sequels where they're good, but unfortunately not too many of them.
Also, some slightly, I guess, let's just talk about some breaking news. Okay? It's not really breaking. It's breaking
news.
It broke but like just recently enough that it's close enough to be breaking news. Two things. One, apparently the David Ayer cut of Suicide Squad will be released in 2022, and it will be announced at DC Fandom that this will be coming out. So there's some breaking news.
When is DC Fandom?
DC Fandom is on it's in my calendar for the day that is the Saturday, October 16th.
Where is it at?
The internet.
Oh, they're doing it virtually?
So, yeah, that was the other thing, and I'll talk to you about this later. But maybe we go live that day.
All right.
During some of the panels, at least, if you're free. We can talk about that later. But, yes, that's where they will be announcing that. Obviously, the sequel to the very popular DC Fandom last year, which was really fun. But, yeah, that's pretty much that's the breaking. And, the other one. We will be getting a Daredevil season 4.
No way.
Yes, that's the other breaking news. So Marvel has now apparently put into production a Daredevil related something, which will bring back Charlie Cox as Daredevil, and they also have said that the Echo TV show, which will be a spin-off of the Hawkeye TV show, because Echo mean Hawkeye, will be at least partially a Daredevil season 4 as well, in terms of the idea that they will bring back some of those Netflix characters for that show. So you will definitely see some of those characters in Echo. You will see them in later projects, but it's basically being confirmed by people who know they know this stuff, that this is happening. So that's the other breaking stuff, and I know you're very happy about that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're going to see Charlie Cox in No Way Home, and now we're going to see him in Daredevil.
Okay, we don't know if we can see him in No Way Home, but yes, you're going to see him in Daredevil.
No Way Home.
But this is my opinion, personally, is, look, I'm excited. Obviously, I want a Daredevil season 4, 5, 6, whatever. I love Daredevil. But at the same time, I want my Echo show to be about Echo. I don't want it to be like some shoehorned in Daredevil plot line. You know what I mean? Like
a full-on spin-off, not like exclusively about her, titled Echo or something.
Well, it's going to be an Echo show, right? But like they're going to shoehorn in Daredevil stuff, right? So it's like, give me the Echo show and then give me Daredevil as well. Like, instead of shoehorning in that Daredevil season 4 kind of thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like it depends on how aggressive they are with that. Like, if they show Daredevil once,
yeah, like,
okay, fine. But like, if you're really gonna shoehorn in a Daredevil plot, like, give me a Daredevil show. I'm good with that. Just do it separately from Echo, because Echo's a character you can explore yourself, right?
But the way Daredevil went up until season 3, it was great. Honestly, it's the best TV show that Marvel's got out of all the ones they have. But honestly, for season 4, yes, this is epic.
And season 4 will be shoehorning. There's some Daredevil related project with Charlie Cox. We don't know if it'll be a movie or not, or a TV show. It'll probably be a TV show, but it could be a movie.
Charlie Cox is gonna be in a movie coming up soon.
No, but like his own movie.
No. Charlie Cox is gonna be in a movie coming soon.
Okay.
He's gonna be in a movie that comes out in when does No Way Home come out? December?
December.
Yeah, he's gonna be in a movie in December.
Yeah, he will be. Hold on.
Sir.
But yeah, so I'm excited about that. I know you're excited about that. It's kind of breaking. It happened this afternoon, but it's close enough to breaking that I'm calling it breaking news. I'm just putting it there so if people come in, then they'll know. Pin that. Cool. Okay, good. That's done. Okay. Yes. So, the thing that I was saying. What was I saying? Oh Oh, yes. Let's talk about that movie that we were going to talk about, Venom. Yeah. So spoilers.
Spoiler reviews.
Spoiler alert. I put in the chat spoilers.
Spoiler alert. Venom is now part of the MCU.
Okay, that's not how I wanted to go. Okay. We're gonna talk about that next. First, let's talk about the movie. Because we're gonna just spend the entire time talking about the end credit scene, and we're not gonna talk about the movie. So let's talk about the movie. Okay, again, ignoring the end credit scene. Let's talk about the movie. Okay, what do you think of the movie now without any kind of restrictions? Again, up until the credits start.
I thought it was actually really fun. I'm not gonna lie. The end credits was just a cherry on top, but the movie itself, the entire hour 30 it was, muy bien.
See, I agree to an extent. I think the movie was good. I think Carnage was a little bit of an issue, though, because they did Carnage better than I thought, but I don't think there was enough. You know, they kind of still, like, they had Shriek, and they had Carnage, right? Oh, and by the way, just so you know, the guy, the detective guy, he's actually Toxin. So
Offspring of Carnage.
Yes. So
he's actually stronger than Carnage and Venom.
Yeah. So that's the thing. But yeah, basically I didn't think there was enough Carnage.
You didn't think there was enough Carnage? What, you think there wasn't enough mass murder?
No, like there wasn't enough about, like, Carnage kind of just died and that was it. Like, you know, there wasn't like more.
No, it's fine. It's plain.
Like, I feel like Carnage is such a deep character, and Woody Harrelson, like, we didn't really get to see any of the, I guess, the like, we kind of saw, but we didn't really get to see what made him, Woody Harrelson, become Carnage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there's something to be said about that. Like, and then you kill him off, and so there's no way to, like, you know, no way to, like, I mean, I'm sure they'll find a way to bring him back, but, like, it's harder now.
Yeah, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
I don't know. I would have liked a little bit more. Like, it felt too short. Like, it was like, oh, it started. Oh, it's over. Oh, okay, well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it felt like there was no part which was slow, which was good, but it also kind of felt like I want a little bit more. You know, like, it didn't feel like an hour and a half. It felt a lot shorter than that. Right? I don't know. Maybe it was just me. But it was hilarious.
There was good enough amount of Carnage. I feel like there could have been more for sure, but not too much. But I think they actually managed to balance it out pretty well.
Or at least leave the door open for more Carnage.
Yeah, not kill him off instantly.
Like that, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I think that would have been, you know, a little bit better. But it was obviously, it was still a good movie. I'm not going to take that away from it. It's significantly better than the first one. It's very like, I think this would be one of those movies where it's like, yeah, I can definitely rewatch this and I'll have no issues with that, right? Which is a good thing, obviously. Like, you know, it'd be one of those movies you'll be like, oh, I want to put on a movie. Okay, I'll put on Venom 2, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's like, it's one of the movies where you can watch it. It feels like half an hour, not an hour and a half. But I would have liked more. I think it just didn't. It felt like it just didn't give me enough. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, it was good, and I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Like, the way they kind of dealt with the Venom Tom Hardy thing, or Eddie Brock thing was good. I liked their kind of dynamic. Now, I don't know if it's a problem that Andy Serkis came out and said that they're in love with each other like that, but that was the thing. So, I mean, it's weird. But, yeah, they did a good job. Gotta give it to them.
Come on, let's go into spoilers.
I'm trying to avoid talking about this. We are talking spoilers. Just not the end credit scene.
No, like the actual, like, spoilers, you know what I'm saying?
Well, because once we go to the end credit scene, we're not going to come back to... Okay, fine, let's do it. I have nothing else to say. Good movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Venom is officially in the MCU.
So this is what I've learned, okay? Anything we said in our intro will come true. First, we talked, you know, the Snyder Cut thing in the intro came true. Now, then you said, I want to see Venom kill Spider-Man.
I said that, and I said because J.K. Simmons' name was in the cast list, I was like...
No, this intro thing was from a long time ago.
No. I said this like right before. I think it was a week before Venom came out. I saw J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson on the cast list, and I'm like, okay, this is weird. This is in some way gonna have some connection to the MCU. I don't know exactly how, but it's going to.
No, but I'm saying that in the intro we have that thing where you're like, I want Spider-Man Venom to kill Spider-Man, because we were talking about the idea theoretically of Tom Hardy joining the MCU like a long time ago, and you said it then, so you kind of foretold it even before that. But could give yourself.
Now we might even see Venom. And okay, in that picture of Tom Hardy wearing a Spider-Man No Way Home hat, it's basically like confirmed, 99% confirmed that he's going to be in No Way Home.
I mean, or he's trolling us.
No, there's no way he's trolling.
Do you see Tom Holland's Instagram story?
What?
After the movie?
What?
He basically said, "Oh, I'm watching Venom now. Let's see if the rumors are true," or something like that, with a winking emoji.
Well, they are true. Venom is now joining your universe.
But you're assuming he knew that. Like, let's be honest. Do you think anyone's telling him anything anymore?
No one's telling him anything, and like, because he spoils everything.
Exactly. But now this is the thing. I think this is going to be one of those things where I'm going to have to take the hard stance of I don't refuse to believe Venom is in the MCU until I see Venom in an MCU movie.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be I think I'm going to have to take that stand for this, because I don't know. As much as I think it's true, as much as I hope it's true, I have my doubts, because it feels very weird. Like, look at it like this. The first actual connection to Spider-Man No Way Home is in Venom. Literally no other MCU property has hinted toward anything relating to No Way Home except Venom. Like, that feels like it can't just be me that feels that a little bit weird that, like, you know, between WandaVision and all these other shows they've done, and like nothing else is even kind of at all tied into anything related to Spider-Man except for Venom, right? Like, that kind of feels weird. Like, do I think Venom is that they're doing something with Venom? Yes. Now, does that mean he's going to show up in No Way Home? Like, he could be in the MCU without showing up in No Way Home, right?
I think if they do end up throwing in Tom Hardy into the MCU, into like No Way Home, I don't think they would want to disappoint their fans and actually have like Venom actually himself come in.
But like, you can, like, if let's say it's true, right? Let's say Tom Hardy and Venom now, or whatever, that end credit scene basically means they are confirmed in the MCU, right?
Yeah, they are 100%.
Okay, let's say it does. Just devil's advocate here for a second, okay? Doesn't that feel like, why would they show up in No Way Home? Like, what would the purpose of them showing up in No Way Home be?
One of the 6 villains that we're trying to find out who they are.
But Doc Ock, okay, let's look at Doc Ock, right? He legitimately, we know he fights Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
What's us Spider-Man? He hates us Spider-Man. The second best Spider-Man, but us Spider-Man.
That's Spider-Man. So wait, hold on, let me get this right. So they say there's gonna be 6 villains in this, right?
The Sinister Six, yeah.
So, okay, Doc Ock, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, the Lizard, Electro,
Sandman and
Venom. That's who I think it is.
Probably. Okay, but look at it like this, okay? If Venom is going to be, let's say Venom's in the MCU. Now, story-wise, what reason does he have to try to kill Spider-Man?
Well, because he hears J. Jonah Jameson say, like, oh, Spider-Man's a menace, God help us all, so maybe, like, if Venom wants to be that so-called lethal protector, I guess.
Okay. But would the logical thing not be for Venom and Tom Hardy to, like, figure out, although I guess that would lead, if they're trying to figure out what's happening, it would lead them to Doctor Strange. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a good point. The whole lethal protector thing. Actually, that's a very good point.
It was in the comics.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That, yeah, they've Spider-Man's looked at as a villain, they would know nothing else. So they would have no. Because I was thinking, my thing I was thinking about last night was like, what reason does Venom have to kill Spider-Man, right? Like, all the other villains, we've seen them fight Spider-Man. Like, they are legitimately angry at a Spider-Man, whatever Spider-Man that is. But Venom has never interacted with Spider-Man, doesn't even know who Peter Parker is. So it doesn't make sense. Like, I was thinking, how does it make sense for him to want to fight Spider-Man? But what you're saying about him thinking he's a good guy, in a sense, makes sense. Actually, a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my argument. Hey, that's actually, I think that's a very, yeah, I don't know how, yeah.
It's the biggest part is J. Jonah Jameson just saying Spider-Man is the menace, and then Eddie Brock and Venom leading to think this.
So, now, would it not be the case, though, that he'll eventually then become a good person? Like, there's no, like, it feels like Venom isn't a villain enough, like, to be...
Yeah, because like, throughout the movies we saw it, he wasn't that much of a villain.
Right, like... Now, the other question is, let's say theoretically, and this is another idea, obviously. We know, obviously, Venom can essentially create children, right? Because of remnants of Venom.
Uh-huh.
If theoretically, Tom Hardy came into the MCU, right? Mm-hmm. But by the end of the movie, all the bad guys go back. Let's say, hypothetically. I don't know if this is going to happen, obviously, but hypothetically, they all go back to their own universes, right?
Yeah.
And a little bit of Venom stays on Spider-Man.
Symbiote Spider-Man, like in Spider-Man 3.
Then you have a symbiote for the MCU, which you can use, whether you want to do Agent Venom with Flash, or if you want to do, like, symbiote Spider, like, you can do all those things now. Mm-hmm. But you can also not have to have that Venom be the villain, right? Like,
wait, hold on. But didn't Peter apparently tamper with the spell?
Well, yeah, that I think we're assuming that tampering means that's how everyone came, like, because it just, like, broke some space thing, and then everyone kind of came in.
So if he, like, tampered it or broke it,
like he tampered it by saying things like, "Oh, this person."
Oh, what about MJ or what about?
Yeah.
But let's say he tampered. Let's say, like, it's not confirmed that he's gonna tamper it or break it. So what happens if he actually does break it and they don't end up going back?
I mean, I feel like at the end, at least for, like, some of them, like Doc Ock, Alfred Molina's Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Do I think he sticks around long term? No. I think he's one of those characters who will probably be here and will either get killed off or will be sent back. Tom Hardy's Venom. I think the reason you don't keep Tom Hardy, at least, like, even the character would not want to stay here.
Yeah.
Is because, like, my thinking is, Tom Hardy at the end of the day, or his character, he won't ever actually be a villain, right?
Uh-huh.
Because that's not, like, that would be a change of his character. All his supporting cast for his movie and stuff are in another universe, right? So if you had him for this movie, whatever, misunderstanding, then they kind of become, I guess, quote unquote friends, right? And then you send Venom back, but then a little bit of Venom stays around, like, whatever, by accident. Then you still have a symbiote which you can use in the MCU, but you got to leave Tom Hardy in the Venom universe, so he can have, like, his third movie and whatever, and because otherwise it doesn't make, or he can run around the MCU, whatever, but you have someone who can be a bad guy as, like, the Venom character, right? Or a good guy, if you want to go with, like, an Agent Venom, or if you want to go with, like, symbiote Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it doesn't make sense for him to be there long term because, since they're going to probably do officially greenlight a third movie because of how crazy it's been doing in the box office, they will, they're going to probably want to do it with the stuff they set up, right?
Yeah.
So I assume you're going to then want him back in his own universe so they can do that.
About No Way Home and, like, the entire multiverse thing. So my prediction is Alfred Molina is gonna like wake up in the middle of the river and then swim up and such, and then come back to this multiverse. But the one villain I want to know about most is Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. How is he gonna come back? Because like he's stabbed. He's gonna come back. Obviously, we saw the bomb.
Wait,
like,
but you're assuming they take them the version of them, I guess, that's brought over is a version in which he's already died.
No, like he's alive in another universe now.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, if you look at Spider-Man 1, right?
Yeah.
We don't know, I guess, concurrently with the MCU how that's happening. So, for example, and what I mean by that is, like, either, yes, you could have it like, okay, well, that happened a long time. The events of Spider-Man 1 happened a long time ago. Or you could say, wow, like, you know, in another universe or multiverse, whatever, you know, let's say they're in the middle of the big fight between Venom or between Spider-Man and Green Goblin, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you're taking it basically saying from the middle of the movie or closer to the end of the movie, before he dies, that he's basically coming over, right? Like, he gets kind of pulled over, but not at the end of the movie, but, like, in the middle of the movie, right? Like, in the middle of Spider-Man 1. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. But
Like,
no, I'm talking about, like, the physical thing. Like, what are they going to show in the scene where Willem Dafoe comes back?
well, they might just show, like, you know, like, so kind of like how they did with what they did with Venom, right? He was watching TV, whatever, and then they just kind of, like, appear, right?
Yeah.
They could do the same thing with him, where it's like in the middle of like, I don't remember the big fight, but like there's the big fight scene, whatever, at the end with Spider-Man. In the middle of that, either him and Spider-Man or just him gets, like, you know, that same thing happens where he ends up somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
Like they could, I assume at least what they'll do is they'll do like, because otherwise I think like even Electro, right? I think Electro's dead. No,
Jamie
he's not.
Foxx,
He's in jail.
Jamie Foxx. Yeah.
But he was in that movie that never existed, so it's okay. Because we don't talk about that. But you know that would be an interesting one because or Sandman's dead.
Yeah.
In theory, I mean. So again, kind of makes sense if you take him from the middle of like right, I guess at the beginning of Spider-Man 3, right? You pull him out from there, rather than obviously try to explain why he's alive, because I think it's just more work. It's much easier and then you can also have people go watch the movies too, which helps. Because there is a world, like, people are assuming that Marvel is like, if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield come back, that they're going to be old like they are now. De-aging exists. I mean, they could basically just say, yeah, these are the same people from the middle of the movie. Like, they haven't actually, like, you know, finished the fight, right? Like, Tobey Maguire could just look like, they could just de-age at the point where he looks like he did when the initial Spider-Man were being made, right?
They can always do de-aging, yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think, like, because I think a lot of people have been assuming, like, oh, well, they're just going to find a way to bring them back to life. But it's like, you don't know you don't know what's happening in the MCU. Like, is in another multiverse, you know, you can basically have it so the stories are whatever you want them to be, right?
Mm-hmm. Same with Alfred Molina. I think they did de-aging to him.
They did.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I'm almost 100% sure Willem Dafoe will have some de-aging done to him.
Will for sure have de-aging because he looks old, and when he was Norman Osborn in Spider-Man,
he looked young,
a little younger. So I'm 100% sure they'll do de-aging on him. Same with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, and Andrew Garfield probably, although he looks the same. So
yeah, he hasn't changed much. So I don't see any de-aging. Maybe a slight little touch, but not so much. Like,
I'm a shave. He just got a shave, then that's it.
Yeah, not as much as they're going to do to Willem Dafoe.
But it's also been times, like, he's been more recent. He was inspired. Like, Tom Hardy won't be de-aged at all. It's like,
no, yeah, obviously, yeah.
But, like, that's what I think that's the biggest thing is, like, they'll kind of, they can do whatever they want, essentially. Now, you know what's interesting? Which I have to get your opinion. I'm going to have to find the article. There's this article I saw. And I'm trying to remember who it was by. I think it was it the Hollywood Reporter? It might have been. But essentially, it was a hit piece against Far From Home saying, is it a good idea to bring back these old villains? And I wanted to, I don't remember, I wanted to find it. I'm looking for it. But if I find it, I'll say. Can't find it right now. I had it here somewhere, but I don't know what happened to it.
Damn.
But it was an interesting article because essentially it said, is it a good idea to bring back these characters? And essentially one of the arguments was because people don't know who they are, essentially.
Yeah,
But
some might not know who they are, but
at the same time, the other thing I thought about, right, was at the end, like, remember we were talking about Spider-Man's origin a while ago?
Yeah.
And we're like, people don't need to see that thing again because most people know what Spider-Man's origin story was, right?
Yeah.
The same thing kind of goes for these characters. You can't tell me, like, just a casual, older, I guess, comic book fan, or even any kind of general Spider-Man or Marvel who has any level of knowledge doesn't know who Venom, Doc Ock, those main Electro, those kind of main characters of Spider-Man are, right?
Yeah.
Like you tell me if you walk down the street and you ask someone, do you know who Doc Ock is? They're gonna say no.
Most likely.
They probably won't though, because a lot of them, if you're older, you've seen the original Spider-Man, or if you're just a younger person, either through the PlayStation game or whatever. Like these characters are so overexposed. It's like asking someone, do you know who the Joker is? Or do you know who Catwoman is, right? Like,
yeah.
They're such iconic villains at this point that it's like, I'm sure they do. Like, you're telling me people don't know who Venom is? You know, people don't know who Doc Ock is? Like, Green Goblin, like, literally the most iconic Spider-Man villain. You tell me people don't know who Green Goblin is? Even just by, like, association of, like, between the cartoons and, like, the comics and the movies and the games. Like,
yeah, Willem Dafoe, like, yeah.
And even people who are, because there are people obviously who are younger who haven't seen like those movies if they're again casual fans.
Yeah.
But and the other thing is if you don't know who they are, guess what? You'll now have a reason to go back and watch those movies, right? Like
that's true.
Those movies aren't going anywhere. You just go back and watch them if you're like they'll explain it enough that this is a bad guy. Mm-hmm. If you want to know more about the bad guy, kind of like the TV show, the Disney Plus shows, it's like just go watch. You'll get people to watch some of the second best Spider-Man movies. Yeah.
Man, come on, man. Why you gotta say that?
Because it's true.
Man, that ain't no truth. You already know Toby's the OG.
He's the OG, not the best. Is MJ the GOAT, even though he's the OG?
He is the GOAT as well.
Oh, he is?
Tobey Maguire?
No, MJ. MJ's the OG. No, I meant Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's the OG.
Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man. He always will be. And I say this all the time. The moment that Tobey Maguire, Willem Dafoe, and Tom Hardy come back to this movie in No Way Home,
what about Alfred Molina?
On their back, and they're going to carry it.
No, not really.
They're going to carry it.
Tom Holland's too busy carrying it.
Nah, bro. Tobey Maguire, Willem, and Tom Hardy are going to be carrying that.
Nah.
They will. I have no doubt about it.
Yeah, we'll see. I have a few. I mean, I'm not even sold yet that they're going to be in the movie. I still have my reservation, mainly because I don't get too excited. Because I'm worried.
Who says in the trailer, be careful what you wish for?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or Alfred Molina, or one of them. It's one of those two.
It doesn't really sound like Doctor Strange or Alfred Molina. It sounds, I don't know.
No, they confirmed it was one of those two. I don't remember which one they said it was, but they confirmed it was one of them.
Okay, alright.
So, yeah, that's it wasn't anyone. Because that's what people were speculating. But then they're like, no. That's even what happened with, the arm, right? They confirmed, no, that's not him.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, that'll be interesting to see what happens there because, obviously, Spider-Man's going to be great. I love how the majority of, the interest of Venom was just, that end credit. But, this is the thing. I remember we were watching it, whatever, at the end, we were like, that was good. Then we watched the end credit scene, and we're like, oh, damn. That took, another level.
Yeah, you and I were shocked.
What movie? Hold on, what?
Yeah, it was, No, that was for real shocking.
Yeah, I mean, it was good though. Like, it was good that they kind of had that because I knew it was coming to an extent, but I didn't know what it was gonna be, right?
Yeah.
Like, I knew something was coming. I just didn't know what that something was. And that was, although it's funny, right? Because like we're assuming that, but we really have no clue that that's what happened.
Yeah.
Like, we really don't know if it was Doctor Strange. We don't even know if that's really the MCU. Like, we don't really know anything. We're just kind of assuming.
No, it is the MCU.
I mean, yeah, probably, but we don't know for sure.
No, it's the MCU. Trust me.
Like, it could just be it could be another multiverse where Tom Holland is Spider-Man.
My source is trust me, bro. That's my source.
I mean, okay. If your source believes it, then must be true.
My source, trust me, bro. Yeah, it's just trust me, bro.
Okay. Well, your source better not be wrong. So, it'd be funny if if all of these are just wrong and it's
if Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, nobody.
Willem Dafoe. The only person will be there is Alfred Molina because you've seen him.
These are I want to see this movie because of Toby, Willem Dafoe, and Tom Hardy. If they don't show up, I want a refund from Cineplex.
And we'll be too busy enjoying Alfred Molina.
I'd say Green Goblin's better than Doc Ock.
But that's the thing. Like, we really only have confirmation that Alfred Molina's in it. That's it. We know it's very likely that Electro's in it because that was reported a while back.
Green Goblin as well. We saw his bomb.
No, but that could be anybody.
Nah, man, it's a Green Goblin. Trust me, bro. That's my source. Trust me, bro.
But like, it would be real. I think it would be a better movie if they just turned out they tricked everyone and it's really nothing like that and it's just a normal Spider-Man story.
Nah, man, it's trust me, bro.
I mean, probably, but like, okay, I'm just telling you now. If that does happen, I will when we review it, I'll come out here and I will laugh for a continuous 10 minutes that they just duped you. It'll be great.
Oh my god.
You better hope you're right.
I'm confident. Charlie Cox is in his what's his name? Matt Murdock as well. Damn.
Okay, well, if you insist.
No doubt.
Okay, well, you better hope you're right. I'm gonna call up Kevin Feige and say, I need to make sure these people are in the movie.
Let's call this guy real quick.
I wish I had Kevin Feige's number.
Yeah, you heard my request. Make it happen now. Bam.
Well, there you go. I guess it's gonna happen now. But yeah, I gotta give Sony credit when they do something well. They did this well.
They did, yeah, they did for sure.
I hate giving them credit, but I do when they do well. Good job, Sony.
Congratulations, Sony. You actually made something good for the first time in a little while.
It's funny because nothing else happened like in terms of news besides Venom.
Yeah, it's just
So let's
Venom and the Marvel lawsuit.
Do you have anything else to talk about besides that? Like in terms of Venom?
No. Actually, in all seriousness, it was actually a really good movie. I would for sure recommend you guys watch it.
Yeah, I would too. Obviously, it's very good. But yeah, let's do box office, I guess, because I don't think there's anything else to talk about. Let me do this, and then let me go here. Okay, is this stream still alive? Yes, it is alive. Cool. I'm gonna make sure it doesn't die while I'm doing this. Box Office Mojo. What was the last week we did? Because we missed, I think, 2 weeks or whatever.
Box office, where are you? Here it is.
Was it the 17th?
I believe so. The 16th, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So weekend of the 17th. Okay. I'll go through, or you name them.
I'll read it off. All right, I'll read yours first. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Number 5. I'll start with 5. Yeah.
Okay.
5, Free Guy. 4, Candyman. 3, Cop Shop. 2, Malignant. 1, Shang-Chi.
I'm stupid. Okay, your turn.
1 Shang-Chi, 2 Cop Shop, 3 Malignant, 4 Candyman, 5 Cry Macho.
We were all bad.
Oh my god, we suck.
So number 1 was Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings with $21 million. Number 2 was Free Guy with $5 million.
Oh my god, we underestimated Free Guy.
Number 3 was Cry Macho with $4 million.
Never underestimated Clint Eastwood movie.
Number 4 was Candyman with $3 million.
You got that right.
Number 2 was Malignant with $2.7 million.
You got that right as well.
And then number 6 was Cop Shop with $2.3 million.
Gerard Butler, you're failing me.
Yeah.
You're failing me, big fella.
But I don't know what else there is. So we have to do this weekend now.
All right.
It's weird because we're recording this on a weekend. Or we're recording it the weekend after, which is kind of annoying. Because we don't have to oh my god, it's Saturday.
Alright, so we're doing box office for this week or next week?
I'll read off the ones for this week, but we're going to do the ones for next week because we kind of already know the ones for this week, even though the official numbers haven't been released.
Alright.
So for the weekend of the 24th to September 24th to 26th, Shang-Chi was number 1 with 13 million. Dear Evan Hansen was number 2 with 7 million. Number 3 was Free Guy with 4 million. Number 4 was Candyman with 2.5 million. And number 5 was Cry Macho with 2.2. Was this sign just 2 million?
Okay.
Venom is number 1 this week, and Shang-Chi is number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about any other. I don't think there are any other massive changes based on the estimates so far.
Okay, so wait, are we doing predictions for like next week? Like we're gonna read them off next week or something?
Next weekend, yes.
Okay, yeah, I already got mine. I actually have all the 5, not just the first one. I already know 100% the first one. But
I mean, I know the first 3, but then other than that, it's up in the air, really.
Yeah. All right.
Let me guess. Can I guess what your number 1 is going to be?
Yeah.
No Time to Die.
Yeah, No Time to Die, number 1. I'll just put James Bond, whatever. James Bond, number 1. Venom, number 2. Shang-Chi, number 3. Now, from 4 to 5, it's where it gets tricky because these ones can move around.
Wait, first, before you go, let me just say that the only wide release is No Time to Die.
No Time to Die, yes.
So that's the only big release, only wide release that will have any impact. So what's your number 4 going to be?
I think I'm gonna do Free Guy, and number 5, Dear Evan Hansen.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. My number 1.
Go for it. I'll make the side note after.
I'm
putting in James Bond for you.
Yeah, James Bond.
All right. Number 2.
Venom.
Venom. Number 3.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Number 4.
What'd you put as your number 4?
Number 4, I did Free Guy.
Okay, I'm going to go with Dear Evan Hansen.
And number 5?
I'm going to go with not the movie that had a 50% second week drop. I'm going to go with Free Guy.
Free Guy?
Actually, no, I'm going to go with Cry Macho.
All right.
I'd probably be wrong with that. Although, based on the percentages, I would be yeah, I'm going with that one.
All right.
Wait, did anything else come? Hold on. Let me check something quickly. I want to see if anything else came out.
Okay, side note. I am so
Wait, hold on. Changing it all.
Alright.
Like, scrap it all. You probably want to scrap yours too.
Alright, what is it?
Number 1 will be Bond.
Yeah.
Number 2 will be Venom.
Yeah.
Number 3 will be The Addams Family 2.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Damn, that's tough.
Number 4 is going to be Shang-Chi, and number 5 will be Dear Evan Hansen. Book it.
All right.
Yep. Because those kids' movies making money.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna do the same for the Addams Family.
We're just going to copy mine now?
No.
Are you putting Free Guy last?
Yeah, I'm putting Free Guy last. Free Guy. Okay. I am so excited. It's been 6 years since a James Bond movie, and now we're finally
Damn, that's a long time.
Oh my god. Oh. It's so ridiculous, but still. It's kind of sad now because Daniel Craig's last movie.
Yep.
He will always be the terrific James Bond, but I am so
See,
excited.
notice how you didn't say the best?
He's up there with like Sean Connery and Roger Moore. What are you
But
talking about?
you didn't say the best. You said great.
Yeah, of course. You got Sean Connery and Roger Moore up there. He's up there, but finally we're getting a proper action movie, that like a real one.
Didn't we just get Mission Impossible like a minute ago?
No. That was like how long ago was that? That was like 3 years ago.
19.
No, I thought it was 18.
Was it? Maybe it was 18.
I believe it was 18.
You're probably right.
But still, I'm in love with the James Bond movies, and finally, after 6 years, we're gonna get a James Bond movie. After all the times it was delayed, like, thank God it's finally coming. And I already know that even though this movie's gonna be a little long, it's gonna be 3 hours. It's so worth it, every single minute of it. I'm so damn excited.
Ooh, one other thing. Apparently this movie called The Many Saints of Newark.
Yeah, The Sopranos.
Yeah, that one made 5.3. It was so the top 5 this week.
I'm changing mine. I'm replacing Shang-Chi with The Sopranos.
It was Venom 2, The Addams Family 2, Shang-Chi, and The Many Saints of Newark, and then Dear Evan Hansen. That was the top 5.
All right.
Just so you know.
Got it. So I just for clarification, I replaced number 4 Shang-Chi with The Sopranos and put Shang-Chi at number 5.
I want to put The Sopranos at number 5.
Nah, I think The Sopranos is gonna be pretty good.
No, I want you to change mine to put The Sopranos one at number 5.
Replace it with Evan Hansen.
Yeah.
All right. Did it?
Actually, no. Leave it the way it is.
Okay.
I have no faith in a movie that releases on HBO Max and in theaters at the same time.
All right.
Because that drop-off is going to be ugly.
All right, we're good. We got the list. Ladies and gentlemen, finally another James Bond movie after 6 goddamn years. 6 or 5.
The next time we do one of these, you would have seen James Bond, and I probably would have too. Maybe, I don't know. Very likely. I know when the next time we're doing one of these. But yeah, probably. But yeah, that's basically... I think that's basically it, right?
Yeah.
It's a good 53 minutes. Shorter one.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, thank you all for watching. Whether on the live or whatever, or on the replay thing, which will be available after this one, obviously. And I don't have to do any editing, which is absolutely beautiful.
Yes, indeedy.
All I do is I just let it go. Maybe I'll make a thumbnail and put it in there, but other than that, nothing.
All right.
Which is beautiful. So thank you all for listening or watching. I do have to put it on all the podcasts out, but I'll do that. That's easy to do. The harder one is the rendering for the YouTube stuff. This light, stupid. There we go. Nope, still. It's late. Can we turn off? Turn off? Off? The stupid lamp doesn't work. Then turn off.
Damn lamp.
I don't like the stupid thing. Why won't it?
That damn lamp ain't working.
Okay, this is the stupid thing. I need to just unplug it. There we go. There we go. Okay, the lamp has been dealt with. Okay. Yeah, so don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, follow us on social media, yada yada. You know how to do all that stupid stuff. Also, just a shout out to everyone who watched the Dune videos, because those things will be doing wild stuff. So that's pretty cool.
A lot of comments, dude.
And views and likes and subscribers gained. I think what are we at right now? 811 views for the not spoiler-free one, and 526 for the spoiler one. That puts it in terms of the all-time viewed videos at 1, 2, 3, 4. The spoiler-free review is at 4, and it's gaining. It's looking to jump to second. It's actually very close. Because
It'll get there.
second was this random video of Kingpin and Into the Spider-Verse. Again, don't know how that got so many views. But anyways, it had 864 views. So 811 to 864.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of my random Spider-Man Apple buying Sony videos has 858. So it's gaining there. Now the question is, can we get it to 2.5K to beat Joker? Maybe. Also, like, the engagement has been great, too. It's not just, like, views. Still, people should subscribe more. Even if you don't like my analysis, as some people have stated so boldly. But, yeah. Thank you all for watching and stuff, and do the subscribing and stuff.
Thanks, y'all. It's the redneck back here. We appreciate you watching and listening to that. We appreciate it.
I have to finish doing laundry.
Oh yeah. You live in the dorm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's great stuff. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.
Thanks, y'all. Take care. This is a redneck out.
Yes, so